within science fiction, there's a fellow by the name of Orson Scott Card who has made a fantastic high art of manipulating those feelings. He's extremely good at it. I happen to find it deeply immoral and ungrateful to this great civilization, but I am extremely respectful for the skill with which he does it. And
would you mind saying more on what you find problematic with it?
Well,
is it manipulation? Is it influence? Is it communication?
The demigod, the notion of demigods. There are no Orson Scott Card stories that I know of. Oh, no, wait, there's one or two, somebody pointed out, that do not have demigod central characters and do not have as their lesson, forget institutions. Forget building a society of honest institutions and professionals who hold each other accountable. That's not the path. We must return to obeisance to demigods. And what's brilliant about his book that is in every junior high school in America, propagandizing what I consider to be evil, is that he does not beat you with the superiority of Ender. Instead, he guilt trips you by making Ender soulful. Ender guilt trips himself about his own guilt in things that very clearly, Card made clear, were the fault of all the institutions and the democracies and all the bureaucrats and all the stupid citizens. And so you go through the book going, no, Ender, don't blame yourself. Here, take all the power. You're so soulful and good. Now that's trickery that takes an incredibly good writing to be able to pull that off.
I want to come in only to, in part, agree with you, but also in part defend, I guess, Orson Scott Card's stories, because for many years and as a kid, I think Ender's Game and its sequels and prequels were my favorite novel or one of them. And as an adult, I shared them with my partner who had exactly your reaction. and I was completely unprepared for the point of view. I'd read them as a child, I'd read them as an adult with very different perspectives. But the one thing, the one kernel in there that I want to pull out is on a very real level, I think that parts of these books did teach me empathy in a way that I hadn't had. And it was I believe they're the piggies, the characters of the piggies, where they'd been treated as, and this is in either the second or the third of these books, where and you saw this with the buggers a bit as well, where a character or a system who had been treated entirely as the antagonists for almost an entire book. They were terrorists, they were attackers. You later come to see their point of view and understand it in a way where you realize, I have a really new angle with greater understanding of the exact same conflict.
Exactly. I think he's very good at that.